Avengers Doomsday is doomed because it's called Avengers Doomsday, and apparently it's doomed based on all the recent news, rumors, leaks, and so-called scoops. But you've got to take all this with a pinch of salt because all this information going around, it's unverified information. Remember, all marketing to do with any project, movie, video game, anything being spoken about, it's always good publicity. So, earlier this week, a rumor came out from someone called John Roker. And people were saying this, I'm literally reading this from an article. People were saying he's got a lot of validity because he broke the story of the Hulk and Punisher appearing in Spider-Man: A Brand New Day first. So that actually means everything this lad says going forward is going to be true. Right. So he spoke on the Christoph Harloff podcast, and this is where all the drama kind of started. It sounds like a joke that was a bit too familiar, was poorly received by one of the actors on set. Avengers Doomsday set, leading to a fallout, very nearly resulting in a major change to the movie's shooting schedule. Fortunately, the situation was ultimately resolved. Now, what is interesting is I've looked it up and I've spoke to people that I know. No one's actually come out and said it's Ryan Reynolds and RDJ, but the whole of the internet somehow has came to this conclusion. There were two pretty big actors. Apparently, a comment, from what I understand, was made in jest that was a bit too familiar because the actors didn't know each other that well. It crossed a line. One of the actors got really upset about it, confronted the other actor. It was said on set. That caused a big rift. Two very outspoken actors were going at each other. Marvel said, we'll shoot your scene separately without the other actor in it, and we'll figure out to do it some other way. Now, a lot of this story doesn't make any sense. The actor felt the fact that Marvel was willing to make those concessions was enough because they also told the actor it would cost millions of dollars to shoot scenes without the other actor. Since Marvel was willing to at least make the effort to concede and move the schedule around, they felt it was in good faith, and both actors were brought together. Apologies were exchanged, and it seems like they pretty much forgot about it. Okay, cool story. But now the whole internet has kind of got it into its head that this is to do with Ryan Reynolds. Although I can't find one single article. I've spoken to a bunch of people, and no one actually will say anything. But multiple websites are saying, yeah, we've done some detective work, and it turns out it's Robert Downey Jr. and Ryan Reynolds going at each other, involving an alleged feud on set. Now, what is interesting here is you've got to take these so-called scoopers at face value because they say things that are mostly wrong, but it goes out anyway, and they never redact stuff. Many cast members of Avengers Doomsday have reportedly wrapped filming, okay? They will return for reshoots as Marvel Studios are still writing the script via Daniel RPK. Now, what I find interesting here, right, is these so-called scoopers, they don't really say enough to make you believe it, but then you will hear people say, yo, they have a great track record. I'm like, when did they ever get anything right? Because Daniel RPK got the title wrong multiple times for Avengers Endgame. There was multiple titles that came out from him. I've been doing this for a long while, right? I've been doing this for years. So when I hear people say, oh, RPK, oh my God, my time to shine, they're so reliable, I'm like, they've missed so many times. So it's worth saying there's probably going to be about 50 actors in this movie, right? And it's not really they will return for reshoots because reshoots tend to happen after principal photography, as the script is still being written. Now, I find this interesting because, one, these people don't really have sources on set. I literally know someone working on the movie. I know someone that's working at Pinewood Studios on this film set. I also know someone that's working on the Brand New Day film set. What I'm told off record doesn't line up with the stuff I read online. But it's not worth my time putting out what I know because no one actually would believe what I would say. But all I am going to say is this whole agenda where it keeps saying the script is not finished is on the same lines as recently Alan Cummins coming out saying, yo, I was doing all this stuff, they gave me secret names, I didn't know who I was fighting. Okay, Gamora, Karen Gillihan, says literally the same thing when she was shooting for Avengers I think it was Infinity War Endgame. This is kind of stand for Marvel. There seems to be this agenda recently for hating on Marvel and wanting Marvel to do bad. Do I believe the whole script is finished? No. The movie's too big. The production's too big. They're filming for 6 months. Are they going to change stuff? Sure. Are they going to film multiple different scenes of the same sequences? Sure. Is Avengers Doomsday doomed? No. But I do find it interesting how everything keeps getting blown out of proportion massively. And things change. So you can find out about 2 people fighting on set, yet for some reason, Sadie Sink's role in Spider-Man Brand New Day is so secret that allegedly she's playing Jean Grey now. Allegedly. Now, according to Twitter, which isn't as reliable as 4chan or Reddit, let's break down what people are saying. Sadie Sink's character in Spider-Man Brand New Day will reportedly have a big twist that the studios are desperately trying to keep under the wraps. So, the most recent report is that Kang has made it so the 616 X-Men didn't know they were X-Men. They somehow lost their X gene, and the rumor is she's actually playing Jean Grey, but she doesn't know she's Jean Grey in the sense of powers. So a rumor has been doing the rounds. This is according to an article. Sink is being eyed up to play Jean Grey. She's been eyed up to play every single character in the world. So far, the official trade reported details has been disclosed as sharp and free-spirited woman who has a mysterious past and an ally to Spider-Man. So some huge twist. We have heard that there is some kind of huge twist with Sink's character and is doing their best to keep it under wraps. Okay, so you go to the so-called scoopers on the internet. I say so-called because most of them just make stuff up. So the rumor is that Kang stopped all the X-Men in the 616, somehow took away their X gene, somehow all the X-Men in the 616 don't even know they've got abilities, and they're having memories of what actually happened to them, but they don't actually know it happened to them. So you've got one end of the spectrum where, yeah, everyone knows what's going on set on Avengers Doomsday, yet Spider-Man Brand New Day, somehow people have no clue who this character is. She could be like Theresa May. She could be literally anybody. She was Gwen Stacy. She was MJ. And now all of a sudden we're all going back to the original theory that she is Jean Grey because the X gene is kind of taken away from her. Kang did some kind of voodoo stuff where all the X-Men don't know they're X-Men. They lost their abilities. Similar to how Doctor Doom is going to be raging at Kang still. So recently, there was a Spider-Man Brand New Day casting. Recently. I can't even pronounce this dude's name, but it looks like Kang's going to be in Spider-Man Brand New Day. They could have recast Kang. Kang could actually be in Spider-Man Brand New Day because Kang is still around. So it's fascinating to me how, and also Charles Murphy did report this actor was in talks to take over Kang. So is Kang in Spider-Man Brand New Day? I don't know. But we might as well say that because that's the rumor going around. So Spider-Man Brand New Day, it's no longer a street level Spider-Man movie. So now you've got Yelena in it as well. So there was a rumor going around that GeekyCast put it out there that Sam Wilson's Avengers team would be trying to recruit Peter. Peter wasn't going to be interested, but he said if he had to help eventually, he would. Now, a new rumor's coming out saying, no, it's actually going to be Yelena and the new Black Widow. The White Widow is going to be coming to try and recruit Spider-Man, pretty much. There's so many rumors out at the moment. There's another rumor saying Kingpin is going to be the post-credit scene, and then there's going to be a Kang stroke Doctor Doom post-credit scene in Spider-Man Brand New Day. They've been filming Spider-Man Brand New Day literally less than a month, lads. Come on, I am the leak guy. Well, I'm one of them, and what are we doing here, lads? What are we doing here? So, Avengers Doomsday is doomed. Spider-Man Brand New Day is no longer a street-level movie because Kang appears and Jean Grey appears. Sounds pretty sick to me, lads, but you got to understand, leaks and stuff generally come out after they've finished shooting. So, It's cool that we have all these fan fiction people like these scoopers and stuff, but there's no factual evidence. We go from, yeah, 2 people rage baited on the set to now it's Ryan Reynolds and Doctor Doom having a fight. Really? I mean, that'll be cool, but who knows, lads? I'm just going to keep reporting this stuff because I find it funny. And I find it interesting. So like always, let me know. Is Sadie Sink Jean Grey? Is Kang now in Spider-Man 4? Did they remove the X gene from her and that's why she's mysterious? Because she's having like memories, like dreams of her having like the Phoenix Force. Oh my God, it sounds pretty peak, but it might be completely fake. So like always, guys, catch ya in another video very soon. Catch ya later.